What happened yesterday? Hmm. Dirty. Bad. Kevin Limty. Daddy Van. Linda. Doi versus Google. The Chrome Conundrum. Light show in Gaza. Intensity heightens. Doctors Without Borders suspends Haitian operations amid threats, this and more, in EU-Nugget news for 20 November 2024. Niantic is shaking up the AI game by using mobile games like Pokemon Go to create an AI model that navigates the real world through images. They've been capturing data from a whopping 10 million locations globally, hoping to develop a large geospatial model akin to language models like those powering ChatGPT. This AI won't just chat your ear off. It's learning to see where it is, stepping where Street View cams can't go. With over 50 million neural networks compressing data into digital maps of the world, they'll soon have AI mapping down to a pixel. And who knows, maybe it can finally catch those elusive Pokemon. Big news for Manchester City fans as Pep Guardiola inks a contract extension, sticking around for at least one more season. The man behind City's jaw-dropping 6 Premier League titles in 7 years, not to mention their first ever Champions League trophy, isn't hanging up his City jacket just yet. Despite whispers of an impending departure, alongside director of football Texiki, Bigiristain, Guardiola is gearing up for potentially a 10th season, with an option for even more. With City battling legal issues and trying to break a losing streak, retaining Pep is the rainbow they need after a stormy period. Speaking of settled matters, with Pep around, rivals will need to guard Iola pretty hard. Doctors Without Borders has hit a stop sign in Haiti, pausing their med services in Port-au-Prince thanks to death and rape threats from local police. Imagine your ambulance ride turning into a horror show. That's what happened when a vigilante crew and cops reportedly tear-gassed medical staff and executed patients. And all that's going down while gangs are taking control of the city and vigilantes are responding with intense violence. Meanwhile, Haiti's Wild West scene is getting wilder, pushing medical saviors to say, "We're out," until the police can swap threats for, well, peace. MSF services are on a timeout. Maybe a dose of law and order is the right prescription here. The Manhattan District Attorney is sticking to its guns against dismissing President-elect Trump's hush money case, but is open to pausing the sentencing until he wraps up his second term. This case, already known for its marathon timeline, might see its resolution pushed far into the future. Shapiro, a legal expert, argues the stretch could be unprecedented, but gives options from immediate sentencing to an unconditional discharge, which could be a face-saving move for all parties involved. Meanwhile, other Trump legal battles are still chilling on the back burner since his election win. It seems even justice takes a coffee break when it comes to presidential politics. Guess the courtroom case is as much a game of patience as it is of law. In an intriguing twist, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has put a $5 million price tag on the release of each captive held by Hamas in Gaza. He's also dangling an escape plan for anyone who helps. With approximately 101 captives still believed to be in Gaza, Netanyahu promises rewards and safe passage for their liberators. Families of the hostages are urging for a ceasefire, expressing dissatisfaction with the government's current approach. Meanwhile, geopolitical tensions are stirred, with the G20 calling for ceasefires amidst growing humanitarian concerns in Gaza and Lebanon. It seems like the stakes are as high as the rewards in this conflict. French farmers are spreading more than just their concerns over the EU-Mercosur trade deal. Their tractors and dump trucks are carrying manure straight to town hall steps. This bold protest is fueled by fears that the deal, which promotes a free trade zone between the European Union and several South American countries, could flood the EU market with cheaper imports, potentially sidelining local agriculture. It's clear these farmers are not willing to take this sitting down, or should we say, they're simply not taking fertile for an answer. Microsoft is throwing down the gauntlet in the cybersecurity world with its ambitious zero-day quest, set to be the largest in-person hacking event ever. They've sweetened the deal by adding a cool $4 million to their existing bug bounty program, focusing on cloud and AI vulnerabilities. This quest doesn't just match wits with digital threats. It invites security geniuses to Microsoft's 2025 showdown in Redmond, Washington, if their research submissions shine. Doubling AI bounty awards and promoting transparency, Microsoft is all about sharing those bug fixes for everyone's benefit. Remember, in cybersecurity, it takes a village, or should we say, a bite out of crime. Google's throne as the king of search is at risk, with the Department of Justice eyeing the Chrome browser, which a whopping 61% of Internet users prefer. Reports say the DOJ plans to order Google to part ways with Chrome to check its search monopoly. Besides this dramatic proposal, they're also aiming to ensure more ad transparency and limit Google's control over Android and AI data, minus selling off Android. It looks like the DOJ is trying to unplug Google from its power sockets. Google, naturally, plans to fight back, with accusations of the DOJ pushing a wild agenda. Well, things just went from browser-friendly to tab-venturous. Hey, quick update on a heartbreaking situation. The United Nations has painted a grim picture of what's been happening in the Gaza Strip. Since October 2023, officials say that over 17,400 children have sadly lost their lives due to ongoing conflict. That's devastatingly one child every 30 minutes. There's also an alarming number of children missing, feared to be trapped under debris. Those who survive face harsh realities of living under blockade conditions, affecting every part of their lives from the day they are born. Unfortunately, thousands of these children have lost one or both parents, and the struggle is worsened by inadequate medical aid, leading to tragic scenarios like surgeries without proper anesthesia. It's clear, Gaza is a profoundly challenging place for kids right now. And without clean water or adequate nutrition, the risks of malnutrition and disease grow every day. It looks like childhood here is more of a marathon than a sprint. Let's hope for better days ahead and cheer for every small victory in their survival without losing heart. In the latest escalation of conflict in Gaza, it's become something of a grim light show. The Israeli military and Palestinian militants are trading airstrikes and rockets, transforming the night sky into a spectacle you'll not want to see live. Casualties are mounting on both sides, sparking international calls for a ceasefire. Yet, much like trying to stop water with a sieve, peacemaking seems a daunting task amid such intensity. The air raids slammed into the heart of Gaza City, while rockets brushed Israeli borders, creating an atmosphere that's as tense as a high-stakes poker game. Dialogue over violence. Seems like peace talks are the ultimate unicorn in this volatile playground. That is all. Remember to like and subscribe and all that stuff.